Hello and welcome all. Friends, I'm Sunita. Friends, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create Google form using Google Sheets. So if you are having your questions in Google Sheets and they are available, you can easily import it into Google form and you can make quizzes using that. Here I'm going to use one add-on known as Form Builder. Form Builder is add-on available in Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. You can use this add-on if you want to make your Google form using Google Sheets, Google Docs or Google Slides. So if you are ready with your questions and you want to convert that into Google Forms, you can easily do with this add-on. So we have variants of this add-on known as Form Builder for Sheets and Form Builder for Docs. So as per your requirement, you can take any of this add-on. I'm going to use Form Builder for Sheets because I'm having my questions in Google Sheets. So I will be importing that into Google Forms. So let me show you how to do that. You can use this add-on if you are having already existing Google Sheets, or you can make new Google Sheet, or if you have Excel in your PC or somewhere, you can import that into Google Sheet and you can use. So what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to create a new Google Sheet and then I'm going to use that. Let me quickly create one Google Sheet. So I have login and I'm in my Google Drive. So just click on Google Sheets and then I'm going to write some question in that and then I will be importing that into Google Forms. If you want to import your questions from Google Sheets to Google Form, you have to follow few of the guidelines like your column name, what column name you should give to your questions, what type of questions are there, whether fields are required or not. So let me show you all that guideline. So here are few guidelines or few keywords which you can use in your Google Sheets. So whenever you are using these keywords, you are not going to get any problem. So if you want to make questions, then you can give questions or a field or a item. So if you use this keyword, then Google form is going to recognize that as question. Then another we have a description. So if you want to give description, you can use desk description kind of words. Then required, if you want to make that field required or compulsory, then you have to use required field. Then type, what type of questions you want, whether you want checkbox or multiple type of questions, or you want items, or you want paragraph, that you can provide by type. Okay, so next we have as answer starts and answer ends. So if you are having multiple choice of questions or checkboxes type of questions, then you have to give starting options and ending option. So for that we have answer starts and answer end. So you can use the keywords provided over here for answer starts and answer end. Then other, if you want to provide some other information, then you can go for other. And then next we have as okay, then next we have as correct answers and point options. So correct answer is for whenever you want to provide your correct answer. So out of 4 options, which is the correct answer, then you can use this things. And then points for the correct option, how many point that particular question should get. So that can be given by point option. And then rest of the option like feedback and all that you can use as per your requirements. So these are the few important keywords which are used for making your questions. I'm going to make a simple Google form where I am going to provide questions and multiple choice question, and all my questions are going to be a compulsory questions and I'm going to provide one point for that. So let me show you how to do that. So now let me create questions. So I have opened Google Sheet and in that I'm going to type questions and format. So you can see what I have typed over here: questions, type, then start option, end option, and then required, correct option and points. So these are the basic fields which you can use for making your format or Google Sheets, and then you can type the questions as per your requirement. So let me quickly type one question over here. Okay, so my question is ready now. I have taken one simple question, and then next we have as type. So in type you can take as checkboxes. So if you want checkbox kind of thing, or if you want multiple choice, you can take multiple choice, or if you want drop down kind of thing, you can take drop down as per your requirement. I'm taking multiple choice because I want to create radio button kind of thing, multiple choice question. So just keep type as multiple choice, and then start option, your first option, that is option A. I'm going to provide four option, therefore start option I have given. In between there are two values, and then what I'm giving end option, and then next I'm giving as required as true. So if you are going to give required as true, that field is going to be compulsory field, and then correct option, whatever is my correct option, I have given that answer, and then point, 1 point, 2 point, that is a marks for particular question. So I'm giving 1 point. Now 1 point to remember over here, this columns headings are not case sensitive. You can type in capital, small, no problem. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add that add-on, that is Google Form Builder add-on. So just go to add-on and click get add-on. And now here what you have to do, you have to search that add-on. So form builder, you can see three options I'm getting: form builder for sheets, form builder for docs, and form builder. So I'm taking form builder for sheets and select this option. So what it will do, it is going to show you installation option. So just click on install. Now here you need to click on continue button, because it is going to ask you your account details and some permission. So I have clicked on continue button. Now I'm selecting my account, and then what I have to do, I have to give grant, or I have to grant permission to this add-ons. So I'm allowing all the permissions to this add-on. Unless you allow, it is not going to work. So now my add-on got added. So you can see installation is finished. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this done button, and I'll go to add-on menu. So you can see now it is showing me form builder for sheets. So to start creating Google form from this sheet, what you have to do, you have to just click on this start button. So let me press this start button. Okay, so now you can see after clicking on that start button, it is showing me this interface. The login which I have used, it is showing that, and below it is showing me source. So whether you want this sheet to be as a source, entire column are to be taken as a source for creating Google form, or you want to provide range. I'm selecting what full. So whatever column I have in this Google sheet, it is going to take all that column in the Google form. You can select range also if you want a particular column. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this range. So you can see it is showing me range of column also. Then next options are what type of questions you want to create, whether you want to create only Qs, questions, or question and answer, or quizzes. So I want to create quizzes, so therefore I'm selecting what quiz. Okay, now you can see we have one more option, range as header. So you should check mark this option whenever you want header to be included in your range. Now other option also, we have various options are available, like where your question starts, what is the type of question, where your options are starting, what is the point given. So let me give all that thing. So here you can see I'm giving question starting column as A, because my questions are in column A. Then type is in there in my column B, so therefore I have given B as my column name. Then next part I'm having as description. Since I have not given any description, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it blank. Now the next option we have as answer starts at. So here I have to give column number where my answer is starting. So it is in column C. So I'm selecting column C. Then provide column where your answer is ending. So for my this multiple choice question, it is ending at this position. So I'm selecting the position of answer column ending, that is F. Next is required field column. So if you want to make that question compulsory, you can provide required field column. So yes, I want to make my question compulsory. So I am selecting G column because in G I have given required field. Then add another and delimiter. I'm not taking all this because I'm simply making a form where I have 4 options. Then correct option and the points. So my correct option is in column number H. So I'm selecting that, and my point for that particular question is column I. So I have selected I as column. So now these are the basic feature which are needed for creating any simple Google form. There are feature also available like advanced feature. So let me click on this advanced feature button. So let's click on this button. So what it is showing me? It is showing me other features such as feedback link, URL, all that thing. So I have not set all this and I'm not going to use. So let me go to basic part again. So whatever basic thing I was needed, I have done. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this get button. So whatever settings I did on my Google Sheet, that all thing has been taken over here, and then later on it is going to convert that into Google Form. Here you can see we have options for selecting, deselecting or changing questions type and other settings also. So you can see if you any point of time you want to change your question type, you can select from here. So it is showing me all the options. One thing I would like to tell you over here, this Google Form Builder supports all type except upload option. I want to deselect this question, I can deselect and I can keep this question only. Since I have taken multiple choice question, so here it is showing me multiple choice question. If you want to change, you can change it. If you want to change settings of your questions, you can click on this setup configuration and you can change settings also. So you can see over here, it is showing me my questions, the options available for that question, whether it is required field or not, and the correct option. So if you feel that you want to change something over here, you can change it and you can click on save button also. So now I don't want to change anything. So I'm doing what? I'm just clicking on close button. Okay, now let me show you other options also. So here I have randomly choose questions. So suppose I have made 20 questions and from that 20 questions, I want the questions to be selected randomly. So I'm going to select this option. So if I click on this option, sometime it is going to select question 1, sometime it is going to select question 2, like that. And then next option we have as shuffle questions. So if you want to shuffle question, then you can go for this option. Question will be shuffled, and last option is what? Shuffle answer. So option 4 may come at second position and third position, like that. So now in this random option, I have given value as 1. So out of my this question, this many questions, only one question will be selected. Currently, I am not having so many questions. So it is selecting one question because I gave 1 as the value. As if you change the value, like if you have 10 questions, 20 questions, and from that 20 questions, you want only 10 questions to be selected, then you can provide that value in this shuffle option. Okay, now let's move ahead. Next part is what? Google form creation. So whether you want to create or select existing form, or whether you want to create a new Google form. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on create new Google form. So it is asking me name over here. By default, new form is the name. I'm going to give name as test and then click on this check mark option. So now it has given me name, and you can see there is a option for opening that document. If you open now, you are going to get blank form. So now what I'll do, I'll click on this import button. So as soon as I click on this import button, all the settings are going to imported in my Google form. Now here is the option for opening your Google form with your quizzes. Okay, so my Google form is ready now. You can see my questions options. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to import it once again. So let me import it once again to show you one option over here, that is overwriting option. So my form is imported once again. I'm going to open that form. it has opened my form. You can see it is showing me the name, questions, and the right option which I selected, and then answer key, points for that particular question, as well as required part. And below you can see it is showing me again the same question, because the thing what I did, I imported it again and I selected as do not overwrite. If you do not overwrite, then what will happen? Your next question is going to get added. So here is the option below you have as overwrite or not. If you do not enable this, then your document will not be overwritten and your questions will be added in the same Google form. So make sure that before creating or importing it again, you are enabled or disabled to this as per your requirement. Okay, if you want to add some more questions, like if you want to ask student name, roll number and all that thing, you can add from here also, or in your Google Sheets also you can provide the settings type of questions and you can add the things. Okay, so now here is the setting, the basic setting which we need for making this as quiz. So I'll go to quizzes tab and you can see since I took option as quizzes, so quizzes enabled, and then options I have marked as manual review, so it is showing me manual review. In general tab you can see it is showing me that this is restricted to this domain, and if you want you can select limit to one response. So these are the basic settings done for your Google form. So if you want to share your Google link to your students or to someone, what you can do, you can click on this send option and then link and shorten link. So it is going to provide you link. Just copy this link and then you can share this link via mail or via your social media group. This way you can create your Google Forms from existing Google Sheets or by creating new Google Sheets within 5 to 10 minutes. So if your questions are ready, you can easily import your questions in Google Sheets. Thank you friends for watching my video till end. Friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe it today and share my video with your friends. If you have any query or doubt, you can put in comment box. I'm going to surely reply to your queries. So see you in next video. Till that, bye bye. Thank you.